Welcome back to CTV Morning Live. So those are the signs that you're kind of pulling up, and that's what you come across. And sometimes when you have that parking spot right in front of the store that you're trying to get to, you feel like you've won the jackpot for the day, which sometimes does happen. Joining us from the ByWard Market BIA, Katherine Solomon. Great to have you back on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, and we're going to say it's just a glitzy topic today when it comes to the ByWard Market, but parking is a critical component, and sometimes it deters people from coming down, but people need to realize the opportunity and the ample space that is down here.
Yeah, the number one thing that we hear from visitors is that they're not sure about the parking situation. So I just want to let you know that we have over 3,100 parking spots in the ByWard Market, including private and city-owned parking lots, and there's also the towers, and there's lots of on-street parking available too.
I think and there's actually some really good deals associated with some of these lots that I didn't even know about.
There are. This one is probably the most exciting one that I can tell you about today. So if you go onto our website and you go under parking, you're going to find information about the parking lot at 70 clearance, and from 6 a.m. to 11 a.m., 7 days a week, it's $2 to 11 a.m.
$2.
$2.
And you've got the confines. It's covered. You have that aspect to it, and this lot is right literally in the middle of everything.
It is in the middle of everything, and there's about 300 parking spots in that tower alone. And if I can draw your attention to the parking lot on Clarence at Dalhousie, it's just a bit further east. It has a slightly reduced parking rate there, and there's even more parking spots. There's 650 parking spots in that lot alone.
You know what, it was really funny because we were talking about this before, and people get disappointed if they don't find the spot right in front of the store that they're running into. But when you go to a mall,
you're not going to park right in front of your store that you want, and you're going to visit the entire mall. And the ByWard Market is the same thing. You're going to park somewhere, and it may or may not be close to the store, but even if you're not right in front of the store you want to visit, you're going to discover another gem that's going to become a favorite place to visit.
There really are a lot, and there are some new signs because that has changed over the last couple of years, going from the meters to having the different stands in the station. So people need to be aware of that.
Yes, they do. Around the ByWard Market building, we do have the outdoor vendors, and there's signs that come up. If you can
let's
take a look over here. There's signs that are going to come up first thing in the morning that it says market stands, no parking, and those are designed just so the vendors can set up, and if there's not going to be anyone in that spot later on in the day, then the parking is opened up for visitors to use.
Okay, so that's one to keep in mind. Other ones, a lot of it's down to 1 hour, so if you're running in, if you have different services that are being done, you can see that definitely too along like the York Streets and different parts there.
Yeah, the short-term parking is really designed for people who want to do their quick errands. So if they want to grab that specialty cheese on ByWard Street, they can just run in, use that little short-term parking, and then head back out. So the turnaround time enables more visitors to come down to the market.
You really encourage that. If you're running in and running out, do the short-term parking. But if you're going to stay longer and not to get a ticket, use some of the other facilities.
And even shorter term parking we have at the north end of the ByWard Market building on York Street between ByWard and George. There's 15-minute free parking. So that really is for the person who knows exactly what they want. They're going to park, go in, get what they want, and head out really fast. And as well as during the summer months, at the other end of the building on ByWard, it's also opened up to free 15-minute parking.
I had no idea. That's awesome. That really does help a lot of people. Also, you've made it really easy too. I had no idea this map was out.
This map is the city's #1 tourism brochure, and it highlights all of the parking opportunities that we have in the market.
It also has everything broken down into some of the stores and restaurants. This is really great.
Yeah, isn't it great? It brings attention to a lot of the great shopping areas. Like we've got North Dal over here, and we've got a kind of restaurant central around the middle there. And a lot of these special fashion boutiques have also put in there a bit of information. Yeah.
Really interesting. Okay, so best bet for those that are heading downtown. If you know you're going to be a while, take advantage of great deals that are in the lots and that they are pretty much all around the whole ByWard area. If you're running in, you have the opportunity, if you find it, 15-minute spots if you're running in and running out. And if you're doing the short term, signage is everywhere in terms of the pay stations and coming through.
And we make it really easy too. The pay stations, they take cash as well as credit cards.
Okay. I think it was an interesting topic to hit on because you get a lot of that. A lot of people, one thing that they ask you about or kind of you're hearing about.
Yeah, people want to know where they can park, so we let them know.
There you go. Brochure is available. Just make sure you double check the signs. The worst thing is when you come out and the parking guy's been there. It's like, oops, 1/4 too shy.